cold-blooded and ruthless leader.
90 seconds of exposition by narration. Do the vampires always use a photographer when they go out to kill werewolves? Because that seems really stupid. Vampires and werewolves do battle with guns. Why do they do battle with guns when they can't aim for shit? This is the third gratuitous Bacardi shot in 5 minutes. Did they just both run out of bullets at the exact same time? Okay, no more fooling around. These guys are gonna tear each other limb from limb. Oh, that lasted like 1 second. She couldn't hear this before she looked around the corner? Come on. He missed? Dude, this should have been like wiffle ball. What's the significance of her eye color changing from brown to blue during times of killing? It's such an obvious visual detail, you'd think there'd be some story about how or why it occurs. Hey, when you film this, be sure to block the action with lots of spectators. We definitely don't want to see two werewolves fighting. Man bush. Discount Owen Wilson.
Ultraviolet ammunition.
Daylight harnessed as a weapon.
What? Zoom and enhance cliche. Did she leave that screen on for him? Or for us? The Lycans decide it's easier to break into a 5th floor apartment from the 6th floor rather than just going through the door. Instead of doing this, why doesn't she just shoot the remaining werewolves with the ammo and then head for the stairs? Also, how long does it take for f***ing werewolves to run down a short hallway? And further, how does shooting a hole through the floor make their escape any easier? We saw these werewolves jumping down holes like this with no problem in the subway scene.
Hello, Michael.
Look, I don't doubt Celine is the fastest of all the vampires, but she had to shoot her way down to the 4th floor and then run to the other end of the hallway to get to the stairs, run down 3 flights of steps, and shoot Lucian at the same time Michael got to the bottom floor in the elevator. Wouldn't ripping Michael from Lucian's fangs like this open a wound so profound that he wouldn't be able to survive being dragged down the hallway? In fact, why don't you just put more bullets into this f***er while you had the chance? How can you be so oblivious to the fact that Lucian was eating Michael's shoulder? Also, apparently no one lives in these apartments. Not one other person coming home, or one person who's curious about the noise, or anyone taking the walk of shame at this hour. Also, what happened to the werewolves that were running after Celine in the hallway on the 5th floor? Did they just give up? Dude, since when do people in a car sit in the cup holder and loose change area? What do you have to gain by stabbing the middle of the car roof? Well, I caught up to them earlier just by running, but I'll let them get away this time.
You've lost a lot of blood.
And what, you haven't? My dreams are blurry and edited like music videos too. Inexpensive paper targets are things only poor people shoot at. Aw, she thinks she's Hermione. Oh. Oh, you didn't see that, and especially not long enough to remember it was the same necklace. What a waste of time.
Even more disturbing.
Communication with a hibernating vampire is accomplished through a peer-to-peer steamed mirror network. The vampires have no reflection thing has been dropped for this film. I'm down with that, but can you give us, I don't know, any clue as to what the actual rules are in this universe? Vampire resurrection ceremony does not contain a lap dance. So an awakening is basically just putting blood in the hibernating vampire's mouth? Do you really need all these contraptions and moving parts and shit? Well, no reason to investigate further. If I can't see anything from here, there's nothing going on, that's for sure. Wait, there's video cameras set up in the tomb? Why didn't you just check the monitors instead of opening the door and tipping off Celine so that she could hide? Oh, sure, you noticed the f***ing necklace from across the hallway, but you didn't notice Lucian fanging the shit out of Michael's shoulder? This movie is one more British actor away from being Love Actually.
A blood feud between vampires and lycans. Werewolves.
Movie waits for almost an entire hour to explain what lycans are. Try reading anything in this town. The signs are backwards, the license plates are backwards.
He'd been tracking the lycans for days. He drove them off and saved me.
Celine plays the pronoun game so that Michael has no chance in hell to figure out who she's talking about.
Since then, I've never looked back.
Except now, for dramatic effect. These books. Dude, just go in the control room and open the door.
No one opens this door. Understood?
Okay, gotcha. You don't need to say one more word.
Can afford to have my future queen run off that lycan again.
Now why would you say that unless it was something to piss off Erica and propel the plot?
Change of plans.
If Craven has had a long-awaiting plan to kill Amelia with Soren's team, why did he wait until Khan's team was loading guns to inform him of the change of plans? Man, this movie wants to be the Matrix so bad. How are the werewolves ever losing this war? They are flat out kicking vampire ass. This blonde vampire keeps wearing clothes. Hey, all the signs are readable now. I mean, if you know Hungarian. What the hell is she shooting at? It's not these guys. Really strong character is easily overpowered by 2 normal thugs after throwing only 1 punch cliche. Wait a second, this movie's werewolves turn during a full moon? I thought we'd already seen them just turn into a werewolf whenever they damn well please. Someone please give me some mythology already? Michael starts to wolf out in the back seat, so the fake cop thug does what one would normally do in such a situation. He blares hard rock music, of course.
I sent for Celine.
So why did that asshole go into Craven's office and say,
Victor wants to speak with you.
And here's my proof.
how did she get past everyone in the mansion to get to this point? Aren't they all on the lookout for her after her escape?
We tried to combine them.
Werewolves can't afford a P-touch. I love it when movies have some weird old character who knows all the information show up 2/3 of the way through the movie and explain everything for us. Nobody saw Craven leave? Well, Victor was looking right in his direction the entire conversation, for f***'s sake. Okay, now we're gonna figure out what Michael's memories are, but can someone adjust the focus, please, for crying out loud?
They forced you to watch her die.
Another thing I love in movies is when we get crucial expositional backstory via flashback from a character who wasn't even there to witness it. I guess bolted doors are pretty easy to break, since it doesn't look like this dude did much to open them. You might as well have the bad guys throw butter knives. I think I just saw a gun battle, but it could have been a poorly choreographed sex scene. All I know is that I'm aroused, and I don't know why. I guess Soren's men didn't hear Ray's push him into the water? Okay, so are you gonna use those whips while he turns into a werewolf? No, of course not. Why would you? Man, even the silver nitrate bullets the vampires were so excited about are incapable of killing a werewolf. Vampire henchmen and werewolf henchmen are indistinguishable from each other if they're not already standing next to a major character we recognize. Random hodgepodge of people shooting and dying is random, and is a hodgepodge. What? What is this asshole doing? Just aimlessly wandering the halls, waiting to get shot? Opening the door but not looking inside for possible danger cliché. Okay, probably time to run away. He's even giving you a 7-second head start. Ah, So this is what we've been waiting for with the whole movie. A vampire-werewolf hybrid who can claw the out of it. Also, he has this super speed thing, but he never uses it again, no matter how much danger he's in. I thought the half-vampire, half-lichen was supposed to be stronger than any vampire or werewolf. But I guess you need to have a fight that seems equal at the end, even though it doesn't make any sense. Are they shooting at the water? Okay, great job. Now, don't look in any other direction while you're running, because that serves no purpose. I guess Celine's cut was so good it didn't even leave a mark until it was surprising for the audience. Whatever, wolves. So I guess any old blood will do to revive a vampire? And it doesn't require any rituals? And how in the world is enough blood gonna spill out onto the floor, go through a sealed tomb, and manage to find its way into Marcus's mouth? Oh well, it's just a movie, I guess. F*** you, movie.
I want that lichen's head on a plate.
Hello, Michael.
Hear a strange heart.
They have something I want.
Please forgive me. But I desperately need your guidance.
I cannot be summoned like some mongrel pup.
You know where you can probably find lots of good vampire and werewolf content? Hulu Plus. So if seeing the sins of Underworld only got your blood boiling for more gothic fare,
Going down to South Park and have myself a tour.
Death and sadness everywhere.
find yourself a comfy spot and relax with some of the best streaming content around. Like Jimmy Kimmel Live. See, I'm not usually at home when Kimmel airs because I'm still out in the community doing good deeds at that hour.
Poop again! He called the poop!
So I use Hulu Plus to catch up on all the hilarious interviews and celebs reading mean tweets about themselves.
John Mayer looks like a booze-soaked turd wrapped in a Dumb and Dumber tux.
If you're looking for a great place to find your favorite movie and TV content, head to huluplus.com/sins. When you do that, you'll find a special 2-week trial offer just for our viewers.
Awesome.
But only if you sign up at huluplus.com/sins today.